Okay, I am emotionally exhausted at this point. Stayed up last night to about 2:30 in the morning doing work stuff, things that need to get done within a deadline. And I am just taking a break now. Park the car. And I have about an hour or two to make sure everything is done. Didn't have any time to work on it today. It's I run a business and I also have a regular full-time job. So I was working my job today, and now I have to finish what I started up until 2:30 in the morning, and I get it done within 2 hours. So physically tired. This morning I had almost a blow up with somebody, family member, and so I'm tired. I am already that's consuming the day, and had an issue at home with the children again. Their friends are over. Their friends left their cell phones on a counter and went somewhere with my wife. Some of my children had to stay behind because they had to do some work, and they would all, get to play together when they come back. So some of my children and their friends went with my wife, and some of my children, the older ones, of course, were able to stay behind. We trust them. We give them spurts of independence. But, I came home and I thought I saw one of their friends' phones on the counter. Then, doing some stuff around the house, and not even 5 minutes later, I come back and I'm gonna charge my phone into the outlet, and I look and I'm like, didn't I just see that phone on the that phone that I noticed before is gone. And I'm plugging my phone in the charger because it's triggering phones, images in my mind because I have my phone charging it. I didn't. So the phone is gone. So I start asking what is it, if anybody else remembers the phone being there. I start getting mixed messages. Long story short, I get all kinds of games, mind games, lying games from them. And because the phone really was there, and in 5 minutes it's gone. Phones don't walk away on their own. Somebody touched it. So I'm asking questions about what do they know about the phone. Getting just lies, bunch of lies, bunch of denials. I don't know anything. I didn't do anything. But the phone is gone, and it was there a few minutes ago. Long story short, just an agonizing game of lies, and I decided, I'm just gonna check their pockets. Nothing in there. Then I just go check, the bathrooms, because if I was a little sneak, what would I do? I would go and hide it somewhere. So I go in the bathrooms. First bathroom I checked, I look in the drawers, it was there. Somebody hid it. Somebody put it there. I have it in front of me. I'm talking to them. And still the denial, the lies. I already know who put it there. There are three of my children. I already know who put it there. It was putting the clues together. That's why I checked the bathroom, because everything pointed in a certain direction. I checked the bathroom. If it was high, somebody hid it in there, and they did. So I'm talking to them, and I'm bringing my wife, and I'm letting her know what's going on. But she's busy doing things. She's home at this point with the other children and with the friends, and I asked them, the friends, like, did you leave your phone's here, yes, but now it's gone. So I finally find it after a bunch of lies, bunch of games, and then they still, I have it in front of them, right in front of them, holding it. Still some more lies, some more games. And at this point, in the past, and based upon how I was brought up, in fact, not even at this point, long before this point would have ever happened. If I was in their shoes, if I did that to my dad, gosh, I get busted up a long time ago, and I was feeling this anger towards them just rise up as they continue to lie to my face, look me in the eyes, and lie, and their stuff they're saying doesn't even make sense, and I'm just getting incredibly offended by all of this stuff. I just tell all of them, and I don't whack them. I didn't whack them. I wanted to. I didn't. Because I just had, flashbacks of what would happen to me. So I didn't even touch them. But I warned them about lying and trust breaking, and I, of course, I can't touch them because I'm at this heightened state of anger, and I am being more self-aware about that, and I don't want to make mistakes that has happened to me. I don't want to be out of control. I don't want to do anything in anger. I want to detach and recompense accordingly, but not with all my frustration and my anger on top of that. And then it changes at that point. Anyway, long story short, they're all in trouble. I have to finish working. I came home for a late lunch. I have to go back out. One of them says to me, confesses. And the confession was something I didn't expect. The confession was all of them. All of them were involved. All of them were taking turns using the friend's phone, going on it, touching it, using it. All of them. I was so mad. I was so disappointed, so mad, so upset, so angry, so a whole bunch of stuff that I just knew I could not be reasonable. So I told my wife about what's going on, and in the midst of all that, I am amazed. Thank you, God. I'm being aware, and I'm stopping myself from acting upon my emotions, because my emotions are strong at this point. So upset at them. They did nothing but lie to my face, look me in the eyes and lie. But I'm amazed that I didn't react. I didn't do anything that maybe my dad would have done to me when I was younger. And we were able to talk about it and pray about it. God gave me some things to share with them about the mercy of God and how God shows his mercy and his long suffering towards us. And people react in one of two ways. People either see that even though they're guilty and of their sin, and God is the judge and the destroyer if he wants to be, or he can defer and withhold that and show mercy. So some people respond to God, just in a nutshell, I could feel the Spirit of God helping to stifle my emotions and my reactions so that I could be more coherent, and this could be a teachable moment for them, and it could point to God. So in a nutshell, people react to the mercy of God and they understand that God is merciful and could do these things because of the guilt of sin, but when He shows mercy and we see that, we love God for it. We thank Him. We're humbled by it. We see that God loved the world and loved sinners first, and that the kindness of God leads us to repentance and the fear of God also, definitely. So you understand that God is the judge and destroyer, but God is also rich in mercy and able to forgive. A group of people become saved that way because they understand and they respond to God accordingly, because they see that God really is merciful and loving. Then you got other people that will respond to God's deferred judgment, deferred destruction, and they use God's mercy to mock Him, to challenge Him, to rebel even more, and to think that, oh, I got away with it, I can just keep going. Maybe God will never judge me. Maybe God is not even real. Maybe there is no such thing as a judgment day because nothing is happening to me. I'm absolutely safe. Maybe this is all just fairy tales. And you keep lying to yourself. And that's the same mercy, two different reactions. Also talked about the parable of the soils. And they said, Mom and Dad are going to give you mercy right now because we're going to defer. We're going to defer judgment. We're going to defer what your recompense is going to be, because we're going to stop, take some time to pray, and we're going to get back to you guys at a later time, because I was upset, and I don't want my frustration and anger to get in the way of this being a teachable moment, and praying that they will use this time of mercy that I show them, just like God shows people, that they would respond with understanding, and they would respond with love towards me and appreciation and thankfulness, instead of, oh, I can get away with, like, oh, he that wasn't too bad, I can try again, and this time we'll just be more sneaky so we don't get caught this time. So they could absolutely do that, absolutely, but I'm having faith in God that by being helping to not respond in anger and frustration, that this might be a better way, and I'm having faith that it is. And my wife can attest to it, that this is a different path for me. This is totally alien. Usually it's not like this. I've never done this before, actually. But you defer your anger like God defers His, so that people can turn. And I pray. Now I have a heart, I'm broken, and I have a heart of praying instead of a heart that is hard, because it's easier to just dish something out to them and just walk away and stay mad. And I just don't want to do that anymore. Somebody just pulled up. So I'm trying to change. I'm trying to do better and I want them to remember these things, and hopefully, not that they could take this and run with it and sin again. They could, but they could not. So this is where I think I need to practice faith as a parent, and not just do things according to my own understanding, what is right in my own eyes. Maybe there is a better way, because I've been messing things up for so long. I'm tired of it. So I hope this encourages you. I'm physically tired, emotionally tired. I am so drained right now. But I think I'm doing God's will. I think I'm on the path. So I think I'm going to keep going. Thank you.